Hello, good people. Greetings wherever you are. Hope everyone's doing well. This video is going to be about getting exit scammed in cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency exit scams. Okay. I remember in 2017 when the cryptocurrency bull run was in its height, and it was climbing. Everything was just on a high with cryptocurrency. It didn't matter what type of project that was already in place or was coming out or was about to come out. You could have just gambled and still earned some gains in cryptocurrency, right? However, what I'm saying is you had your good projects, quote unquote, and then you had your scams, quote unquote. Because even the scams in the beginning of their, while they were up and running in the beginning, while they existed, people were making money out of the scams until they exited and robbed people and stole whatever gains or proceeds that they acquired from everyone's hard-earned money who were included in these platforms. This is well documented. Unfortunately, there's a coin called BitConnect that ended up closing its lending platform because it was the first of its kind ever to introduce lending the way it was introduced. People just flocked to it, but then you also had folks who were skeptical. But everyone who was flocked to it supposedly earned some form of interest on a daily basis. In other words, people were earning cryptocurrency, people were earning money daily until it ended. People call it a scam. Some folks don't. That's not the argument here. Since BitConnect, you've had other coins that come out. Devor Coin, ETH Connect, Western Coin, Hextra Coin, Falcon Coin, Forza Coin, all these Regal Coin, Gold Reward, the list, Monetized Coin, Fine Coin, Lendo, all these platforms, a plethora. I mean, it's just a ridiculous amount of, you can call them clones now, that tried to mimic what BitConnect did. And then you had other cryptocurrency programs that also scammed even during the bull run. BitPetite is one of them. Trade.io is another. What was the other one? Microhash. It was a bunch that just came out and just did their thing and exit scam. These were identified as high yield investment platforms. The problem today, folks, see what happens is people suffer from cognitive dissonance, right? It's painful to accept the truth when it's presented to you, so you rather hold on to your denial, you rather hold on and disagree, even though the truth is staring at in your face. And this is what people experience. And this is also I see it unfolding with certain people in groups in different cryptocurrency platforms, which is sad, because when you see the red flags, there are signs that these cryptocurrency scammers present to you from history, from historical patterns. When a site goes down or you can't use their exchange, there's no way for you to sell whatever coins that you have or tokens that you have. Why? Because they're doing maintenance or they're being attacked, DDoS, or whatever could be going on. Then you see the screen of death, meaning the 404 or 504 blank screen that no one wants to see, especially those who have been unlucky enough to keep their monies on these platforms. There's a lack of understanding, and it becomes scary because people just automatically know that something bad is happening. It's not a good feeling when you have cryptocurrency that you have to watch every day. In other words, rely or give someone else the power by trusting in other people when you lose control over your own monies, your own crypto. It is incredibly uncomfortable when you don't have access the way you should have access, because what cryptocurrency is about, it's about a trustless system. It's about understanding what blockchain is more than transactions. People who are in some of these platforms that profess or promote on YouTube, some of these platforms, pay attention to how they speak about cryptocurrency, because many of them really don't understand what it's about. People have their own ulterior motives and agendas. They'll tell you, it's about transactions and, trading and this stuff, the talk, the verbiage. You can tell when someone is knowledgeable, truly knowledgeable about something, and when they're not, especially when you hear people relinquish all of their power and trust, instead of trusting their own intuition and becoming sort of like, their own personal, having their own self-reliance. They want to believe in the power of a person, a CEO of another program who has no real allegiance to anyone. When you relinquish that power, you don't know what crypto is about, because crypto is about self-governance. Crypto is about owning your own, having complete control over whatever it is that you're doing in the cryptocurrency space, not relinquishing your power and giving it to someone else. When you're thinking about private keys, it's almost like handing over your private keys to someone and hoping that whatever dreams they have for you will come to fruition, that they'll deliver on their promise. How in the world can you do that? That means you don't understand crypto. You're still living in a sense of hope. You can't do that. People have to know what it is they're talking about, especially if you've seen, there's people, I've been following these people. It's fascinating, right? I find this fascinating. I'm sharing this just to spread awareness. I've been following people who have been involved with BitConnect and got burned, right? They lost a lot. BitConnect just folded. They stopped their lending program. It's about to be a year. They ended their lending program January 16, 2018, and everyone suffered. Whoever was in BitConnect suffered. So there's people who have been with BitConnect, saw what happened, experienced with BitConnect, good, bad, or indifferent, then migrated to these other platforms to try to do the same thing or get caught up in the whole lending idea. There are platforms that are out there that are, it's almost similar to the same model, earning some type of cryptocurrency every day, which translates to money, because people want to make money, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But then, they get caught up in this every day. They want to just rely on reinvesting their crypto every day back into some program or platform or a trading bot that can dole out interest payments on a daily basis. It becomes something where it's addicting, because you get used to a certain payment every day. That becomes a part of your normal routine. And they forget about the fact that when that payment stops, when there's a hiccup or there's an interruption of some sort, now all this euphoria dissipates. people become angry. It's human nature. People are like, what's going on here? But because a platform has a person, a figurehead who's there, who's saying, calm down, I promise you, I'm the CEO and I'm going to do what it is that I have to do to make right by the people. This is not what cryptocurrency is about. You're not supposed to trust in another person. You're not supposed to trust in anything that a person is doing. That's why there's a blockchain. That's why if you understand the purpose of blockchain, you understand why trust is not part of the reason why crypto was created was because trust is a problem. Trusting anyone, you cannot trust anyone wholeheartedly, especially when you're dealing with finances. What is it that you're doing? You're relinquishing, you're giving over, you're just saying, look, I submit to you because another person becomes your idol. This is someone who can do no wrong. You know what it doesn't matter if you know where the person lives or you've been to their home. This is just reality. Folks have to wake up because people are getting hurt. People are getting hurt. And what disturbs me the most is when you have certain people who have experienced it already. They've experienced the loss repeatedly and still can't learn from their lessons. They've repeatedly gotten involved with these platforms that they just don't understand what they're getting involved in. They think they do, but they barely understand the basics. And when things shut down temporarily and even permanently, not only do their credibility get shot, but they get harmed. And if they have families, their families get harmed too, because you're investing your hard-earned monies into something that you don't even understand what it is about. And a lot of times these programs are scams. It's just what it is. Again, let me tell you what, ICOs, initial coin offerings, ICOs, these are projects that in some cases, they don't even have a working product. They're pitching an idea to the people, trying to sell whatever it is that they're working on so that they can obtain your money via cryptocurrency, amass a certain level of money, and then say, okay, they're going to use this money, this crowdfunding type of method. Once they amass the certain amount that they want, they have their monies, some upwards of millions of dollars in some cases, and then the ICO period closes. What do you think is going to motivate them to continue if they are nefarious in nature? What's going to motivate them? They already have their 1 million, 10 million, however $1 million. What is going to motivate a person, especially if they had shady reasons to begin with? What's going to motivate them to fulfill their promise? And then you have some pro platforms that are legitimate because they're working, they're showing you they have prototypes, they have products that's actually functioning and it's being utilized. Okay, these things do exist, but you have to know what it is that you're getting involved with. You have to discover what these things are. It's about hard work because, again, the onus, the responsibility, it's about self. It's about you taking responsibility and ownership for what you do. It's about self-governance. It's about being completely 100% accountable because no one forces you to do whatever it is. It doesn't matter what video you see on YouTube or whatever article you're reading on the internet regarding whatever. If you decide to put your monies involved into these things, that's your choice. No one is forcing you. But because people sometimes, dismiss certain things, they don't want to do the legwork, they don't want to do the research, and they just want to go by what someone else is saying and take a chance, like gambling. You're taking a risk, especially in a space that's so volatile like cryptocurrency. It's extremely volatile. You want to take a risk. When things don't go your way, you're going to look to someone to blame. And 9 times out of 10, the person you're blaming could, 1, be uneducated about what they're talking about, 2, be a victim themselves because they fell victim. The problem with what I'm saying again, is when the YouTube promoters, these people who stand here and they try to promote certain platforms, they just look so silly because they've seen by design the problems, the Vorcoin. They've seen the stuff that has happened, all the other platforms that exit scam. They've seen it happen over and over and over again, you know? And they have also amassed a certain level of viewers who believe in them. But then what does that make them in the end? If you're going to continually lose over and over and over again, you're doing something wrong. What is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. If you keep getting involved with these same types of scams and you're looking to win, you're actually effectively behaving in an insane type of way. That's what's happening here. And you know, this is not to attack any specific YouTuber, because that's not what this video is about. It's just about spreading awareness for those of you who watch the video, who are watching the video and may have some type of interest in understanding a little bit about cryptocurrency and being aware of scams. There are scams out there. There are scams that have come and gone, and there are scams that are going to continue because people do bad things. That's just what it is, especially when you're dealing with money. Educate yourselves. You know, I'm not giving financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor. I just like to share information and spread some form of awareness to help people do better. If you like the content and the information, like, share the video, subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Be well.